Hello and welcome. My name is Emily Thorpe. I'm guessing if you're here, then like me, you absolutely love being a mum, but perhaps it's not living up to your expectations of what you thought it would be, or perhaps you're not being able to be the mum that you wanted to be. Perhaps, like the pictures above, you are feeling exhausted. We all know what a killer sleep deprivation is. It's the worst, and it means that you're not able to be the energized, fun mum that you wanted to be. Perhaps for you, you've just gone back to work and you're struggling to get that elusive work-life balance, and perhaps you're feeling torn between the two, work and family, and just stretched beyond belief. Perhaps, like me, you've become a bit of a shouty mum. I used to wake up in the morning, I can distinctly remember this, wake up in the morning and think, at 7 o'clock, and think, today is the day. I'm not going to be a shouty mum. I'm not going to shout. But with two boys who were, pushing each other, shoving each other, not getting dressed, not putting their shoes on, not getting ready for nursery or school, it was about 35 minutes before I broke my promise, and I'd feel rubbish for that. Or perhaps you're here because you are experiencing mummy guilt, and again, I've been through that as well. I went back to work. I used to be an air traffic controller, and I went back to work when my firstborn was 5.5 months, and he wouldn't take a bottle. I'd been breastfeeding him up until then, and he wouldn't take a bottle even with my expressed milk. So I used to leave him at nursery, and when I picked him up, they would say, oh, he hasn't had any milk. Now, before you think, oh my God, he's starved, he was eating baby rice, drinking water from a sipper mug, having puree. So he was having some sustenance. But as a mum, I just felt horrendous for not providing him with the milk and making it, him not being able to drink milk because he was so used to being breastfed. So I felt guilt. And it actually expanded so that I started to feel guilt for lots and lots of things. But that's another story, my guilt expanded. So if you're here for any of those reasons, believe me, I have experienced them all. And as a result of being in that place where I wasn't being the mum I wanted to be, I just wasn't showing up in my ideal of a mum, which was kind of, fun, loving, caring, I just wasn't being that kind of person. So I took a life coaching course. I trained to become a life coach. And once I'd worked out how to stop feeling stressed and guilty and overwhelmed, and believe me, it is possible, I just wanted to share it with everyone else. I just thought, I do not want another single mum to go through what I've just been through. So I wrote a book, which is Working Mum's 5-Step Solution to Have It All. And I created this coaching company called Happy Working Mum. And my mission now is to help as many mums as possible to be that wonderful mum that we all have inside us, but that sometimes gets a little bit squashed or gets lost with all the stress and guilt and the overwhelm. So if you're feeling anything like I've described, if any of this resonates with you, I offer every month a limited number of one-to-one calls so that we can have a chat about how you're feeling. And believe me, whatever you're feeling, I'm sure I will be able to relate to it, because I've helped hundreds of mums to get over these things. We'll have a 45-minute call. It's completely complimentary, and you will leave the call with clarity about where you want to be and some really top tips on how to get there. And I'll also make sure you get one of these, which is a Get Off the Stress and Overwhelm roller coaster, which is a poster that you can print out, and it comes with an audio as well. So if you're interested in that, please drop me an email. There's a link below, so just click that and send an email to me saying yes please for the one-to-one call, or yes please, that's all you have to write, and I'll get in touch with you and we'll set up a time. Believe me, it can all be sorted. It can all be got rid of, all the bad stuff, so you can just be that wonderful, loving, caring, fun mum that you really, really know is deep inside. brilliant. So hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye for now.